boards, your turn-in cone, take all this information from way back there. Down to fourth gear again, nice smooth line through here, a few feet from the near apex. Looking right, look around my car to the right, find your apex coming up. Again, we're going to be all the way to the right to clip the apex, we'll stay right, downshift to third, looking left. Right down with me, stay left, little brakes to carry the car into the apex here, unwinding and accelerating. That's really nice, look how smooth that is, really well done, Mark, in fourth gear. Looking past my car again, finding your marks. Light braking, get a few feet from this near apex here. Just need you turning in a little sooner for that guy, letting it unwind closer to the middle, looking around the corner. Now come out of the throttle, just stay out of the throttle, watch the car rotate in for you. Gotta come completely out of the throttle there, it'll do it. Down to that apex, back to the middle, looking left. Down to your apex, start making your way down. Touch the curb right at the cone. Unwind to the outside, use all the road. Smoothly back to the left. Should be fourth gear. Braking. Can carry the brakes in. Look for your apex. Just get to it at the cone. Boom. Unwind. One nice arc back over to the right. Good. Fourth gear, please. Now path the least resistance through here. Get this apex. Stay off the curb with the white pink cone. Here we go. Down to third. Down to the apex, nice and late. Nice. Unwinding. Fourth gear. Just carry the brakes in here, Mark. You're looking really good. I like what I'm seeing here. Keeping it under control. Not being too aggressive. Down to third gear. Unwind at that apex. Smoothly to the outside. Boom! Yes, sir. Fourth gear. Nice job. That looked good too, John. Now get the apex this time. Shift the vision left. Down here. Looking down. Steer down, steer down, steer down. That's better. Down to third. John, we still missed it a little bit. All right, Mark. You know what to do. Go ahead and move on over for me. Slow your pace. And reel in Brian here. So Brian, come on up behind the blue car. Mark's going to fall in behind you. Fourth gear, John. Up to fifth. Again, spot your braking point, spot your turn-in point. Down to fourth under braking, just light at these speeds. Close to your, you got to turn in sooner. I don't know what you're looking at there. We got to get you looking at your turn or into the corner a little sooner and finding that turning point. So you see the turning cone out here, but you got to shift your vision left earlier before you get there. Use your peripheral vision on the turn-in. So you're looking right. Find your apex. Find your line. To the outside. Unwinding and accelerating. Keep it smooth. Fourth gear. Remember, guys, even at these speeds, I want you dragging the brakes into the corners because we have to begin to develop a muscle memory here to do it even when the speeds come up. So even though you don't technically need to, I want you to do it just to start getting the muscle memory built up. So when I'm saying dragging the brakes in there, please do it. Just if you have the brake lights on. Okay, come out of the throttle right there. Just totally out. Watch what the car does. My car just turns in. I don't have to steer. Just coming out of the throttle slows the speed a bit, and it unlocks the diff and helps the car turn. Smoothly back over. Stay off those curbs there. Braking. Down to third again. Drag the brake in here. It's very light. See, my brake lights are on. Down to your apex. Nice and late. Smoothly back over. Fourth gear. Drag the brakes in here. Down to third gear, right where I am now. Smooth turn in, get your apex nice and late. Touch the curb, unwind, accelerate. Smoothly in. There we go. I like that line. That's really good. Drag the brakes here, John. Nice, nice, nice. Now I like what I'm seeing. Down to third. Drag the brake in. Unwind at the apex. Use all the road. Now, see, you're still on the inside when you're coming out of that corner. You're not accelerating and unwinding at the right time. We'll keep working on it. Now, start looking left. Steer down here with me. Go where I go. Right here. Yeah, baby, good. Third gear into braking. Drag it in. I like that. That's a hard corner to master. You did a really nice job. Go ahead and move on over for me, John. Now Now we just got to nail turn 5, John, 5B. We got to get that one right. Remember, at that apex, start unwinding to the outside next time around. Come on up, Brian. Up to 5th, please. Again, just lightly drag the brake down to 4th gear. To the middle. Now we'll start dragging it here. Help the car rotate in. Stay right. Down to 3rd, but start looking left. Drag it in here. You'll have to drag the brake for this one too. Just a little bit. Unwinding and accelerating. 4th gear, a little wide on your exit there, Mark. Make sure we're not getting out to the throttle too soon. Down to your near apex. Get you turning in a little sooner there, Brian. You got those turning cones. They're there for a reason. Looking around the corner, down to your apex, nice and late. Okay, back to the middle. Now start trying to find your apex over here. Use that side window. You can go back and forth if you need to. A little too wide. You know, see, I'm more towards the inside. You should assume that if my car is somewhere on the track, you need to put your car there too. So don't develop your own line there. You got to trust us on that. Should be 4th gear. Firm initial brakes. Down to 3rd with the left hand. Looking right. Drag the brake in there. Get to that curve at the cone. That's really solid. Good, Brian. Unwinding and accelerating. Straight line, 4th gear. Remember, just a foot or two off this curve with the white and pink. Down to 3rd in the bowl. Look around that corner. Be patient on the throttle till you clip that apex. Nice. Accelerating up 4th gear. Turning right at that turning cone, but shift your vision to your apex before you get there. Use your peripheral vision on that turn-in cone. All right, John, I want to see a nice line through turn 5B here. Unwinding at that apex. Use all the road. All right, straight down. Here we go. Remember, guys, you got to drag brakes. Trust me. Drag them in. Okay, move on over there for me, Brian. Nice job. Mark, come on up. Get up to 5th gear. Start looking down the track. Find your marks. Down shifting to 4th. Drag it in. Back to the middle. Looking around the corner. Again, we get down to our apex late. We stay right. Past the apex down to 3rd gear. Drag the brakes in. This corner too. Just drag them in. Help with that nose grip. Get you angled in the correct angle. 4th gear, please. Down to your near apex. Nice job getting to your apex. One smooth arc back. You see this nice and smooth. From initial pressure, I want you dragging those brakes into this corner, down to 3rd gear. Try not to let the speed bleed off too much, though. 4th gear. Dragging the brakes. Drag the brakes. Braking for this corner, down to 3rd. Get your apex here, Mark. There you go, unwinding, accelerating. 4th gear. Yeah, just brake nice and light. At these speeds, just a little bit of light pressure to help the nose turn really does the trick. Down to 3rd. Just drag the brake in here too. I want to see brakes dragging in this corner. Still not unwinding soon enough there, John. Down to 3rd. All right, we'll rotate one more time here, Mark. Go ahead and move on over. We're going to start our cool down at this point. We're going to head back in, and we'll do our little quick talk on the other PDR. Then we're going to go to launch. So we'll drag Brian in here. Come on up, Brian. And Mark, just fall in at the back of the line there of 3.
Hey, when you say unwind, what do you mean? Take your foot off the gas, right?
No, unwinding the steering wheel. You turn in, you get to the apex, and right at that apex, you start unwinding the wheel. You start taking the steering out. So you're doing it perfectly in every other corner. It's just that one, for whatever reason, it must be down to the vision. You're just not taking the steering out of the wheel, and you're winding up on the right side of the road as opposed to winding up on the left side of the road where you'd want to unwind. So just remember, at the apex, on a corner like that, you want to start unwinding right as you clip that apex. You feel that rumble in the curb. So right turn signals, guys. We're going to kind of sneak out of the off the track here into the little pit entry. Did that clear that up, John? Or I can explain a little better once we get out of the car, but it's just when you get to that apex, that middle part of the corner with the tall cone with the green sleeve, you're just going to start unwinding the wheel at that point. And as you're unwinding, you can then begin to feed in the accelerator, and that'll actually help draw you to the outside as well.
Yeah. I mean, I was totally off. I didn't know what you were talking about, to be honest with you.
It's clear now?
Yeah, but we'll go over it a little more when we get out of here.
You got it, no problem. Let's roll on to the stop here, guys.